that, but then to go out with a paddle is Sofia's got this little insider. She dug the rail, goes down in the shore pound. Yeah, it's kind of neat too. You know, it seems like I'm impressed with the kids that they're not really one-dimensional. I mean, you get the kids up in Tahoe, and there's kids that do a lot of flat water because that's what they have in their backyard. But they're making it a point to travel a little bit and drive down to the coast, and take their summer trips to Mexico or Hawaii, and they take it serious.
Right. Here we go. Looks like one of the bigger waves of this heat. Vanina Walsh up the back on this left. Nice little crossbow turn. You can see there's a lot of paddle technique being used out there, and actually filters into your score as well. So Vanina, a couple turns up the back. We have an inside reform, trying to get back onto that little right. Makes the connection.
And there's Lara out the back. Got a little rebound off the whitewater.
Yep, Laura, a nice little rebound. Bigger wave, so that's going to be a nice little score for her. So that'll be a nice exchange. Just curious to see the scores on that and see where the rankings in the heat stack up. As you know, first place goes straight to the final, which is pretty, it's a pretty big deal in this round one heat.
Well, yeah, I mean, just in terms of staying warm.
Yeah, get to warm the bones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if nothing else, at least it's consistent.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely plenty of waves to ride. There's no hassling going on or people getting waves started. That's for sure. So that's always nice.
I mean, this is where you pay your dues. As we see Sofia DeWolf on the inside with a little cutty. I don't know if catching those inside waves is going to be the ticket to the final for her. And who is that? Is that Vanina? Oh, no, that's I think that's Fiona Wylde.
Fiona, yeah. She's staying busy, catching a lot of waves this heat. Yeah, it's interesting because Sofia, that's probably one of the better turns in the heat, but one of the smaller waves ridden. Yeah. So, we'll see what the judges like and see where they get it at. We don't have the current scores up on our screens because I know Vanina has 2 waves and none of them are up.
Laura's got a couple too. So
yeah, so we're just going to have to wait for official word on where this heat stacks up, unless you guys at home have an up-to-date scoring. Maybe you can clue us in somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe, do we still have interview ability? Yeah, maybe when we forget these guys because they have multiple heats, but when we start doing the younger kids, maybe we can start interviewing those guys when they come up. You want to be in it?
Also, Laura Clayton jumped up to second place.
You're so good. You're so good.
Atta girl. So Fiona running the show right now with Laura Clayton right behind her.
We're here to make it happen.
Here's Laura on a little insider. And out the back, we got blue, Vanina Walsh, on a nice little right-hander. Nice little section, a little floater right there. See what she can do if she can get one more turn in. It's a nice little wave.
Yep. One thing I noticed, Vanina's had really good wave selection.
Yeah.
And Fiona has gotten some great waves as she goes again. It's interesting to see the different styles of tactics. Vanina's been a little more patient,
right,
getting kind of bigger waves, but then Fiona's been staying really busy, getting big ones, small ones, and everything in between, as we got Lara Clayton from Maui going left on the inside one.
Yeah, Lara's currently in second place. And I kind of feel like at this point, I mean, there's only, what do we have, about 30 seconds left or so? So, yeah, she was just trying to get one last shot. And there's Sofia DeWolf's out the back just crossing her fingers, but I really don't see anything coming through at the moment. So, most likely, this is how we will end this heat.
20 seconds left. Vanina Walsh still holding off first place, waiting for her 5th wave score to come in. The judges punching in the numbers. Fiona Wylde overtaken by Clayton for second place.
what do we have next here? We got the boys coming back out.
Yeah, we got boys, the younger Groms. Let's check it out. Boys 12 through 14. Blue Eagle King, Ryan Maloney, Max Fleming, and Nick Scheel. So a handful. Do you know where Max is from?
Max Fleming. I don't know where Max is from.
Well, the other guys are all from SoCal. Blue from San Clemente, Ryan Maloney from down in San Diego, and Nick Shields from Dana Point. And then rounded up with Max Fleming in this heat. This is a semifinal for boys ages 12 to 14. And here we go. Blue Eagle King up and riding just like that on a little left. Son of Tracy Eagle King, as everyone knows her, the voice of the Battle of the Paddle.
Knew that name sounded familiar.
Yep. She also hosted the SUP Awards with Joe Carberry and the boys, our media sponsor for this event. And I talked to Tracy a little earlier. She was stoked just to be a parent and not have to talk and be on the mic and stuff, but I didn't believe her because she loves talking.
So did she get on the mic? Has she taken over for anybody?
She hasn't yet, but I'd be very surprised if she doesn't by the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, she's probably being a nervous mother right now. She probably is hiding out down there.
She could be. She's a great
hiding
mom.
from the wind. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see all the families participating together. Parents, everyone doing the races, and the kids doing the kids' races and some of the shorter races until they grow and start doing some of the long stuff and then doing some of these surf events.
Yeah, for sure. Got Blue and Nick paddling. This could get complicated. His first name's Blue, but he's in red jersey.
Yeah, I mean, someone could have planned that a little better, I think.
So I said Blue and Nick paddling, but see, Nick's wearing blue, so that was it confused me in my mind.
Blue and red
yeah.
paddling. Red.
We got white paddling right here. Maloney.
So this looks like probably the best wave so far.
Nice. Down the line, little speed. Ryan, one of my favorite Groms. I surf with him quite a bit.
Is he on an Infinity out there?
Yeah, he rides a 711
Nice.
production board by Boardworks. Rad little kid, great parents. Ambassador for athletes with diabetes. He's pretty much an incredible little guy. He does triathlons and runs, and I mean, he's just a cool little guy.
I think I've seen him on Instagram.
Yeah, he's definitely got the social thing. I don't know if his dad runs it or he runs it, but they got that down for sure.
Yeah, they're on it. I think he did a triathlon not too long ago. I think that's where I saw him.
Yep, wouldn't be
in
surprised.
action. So it's kind of neat to see the kids doing more than just surfing and racing. As
we got Max.
Max
this is
Fleming.
Max Fleming in bronze, working a little right here.
We need one. Hey, do you have an iPhone charger? A charger.
He's trying to get over that inside.
No.
All right, so Max opens his account with a nice little wave.
Yep, that could have been. I mean, so far that might be the best ridden wave so far. So he got it far outside, kind of worked it through the middle, and rode it a long way. So that could be a decent score for him.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get creative out here. The wave's not offering up a lot for you. So you got to, I mean, if you're lucky, you'll get into one that's got a little section that you can hit. But as a whole, I think you just got to be busy, moving around a lot, take off on, try to mix it up. If you can get a couple set waves, you're stoked. And then try to grab something as you're paddling back out. Just try to get some variety because, the unsung heroes in a lot of these events, especially kids events, are the judges. I mean, those guys are sitting in there for 8 hours watching kids riding waist-high waves. So you gotta mix it up as we see red on a little left.
Yep, Blue Eagle King.
Blue not able to make the connection to the inside, so he'll go back out. We got a nice little set wave coming in for white. Ryan Maloney So he's going for getting his second wave of the heat now. Nice little section there. A little turn off the top. See if he can hit this little oncoming right. Does a little floater to the inside. Nice one, Ryan.
Cool. That was a good one. It was a good size. Got a couple good maneuvers and pulled him off and working it, staying busy.
Yeah, he's looking good. I'd say he's done a great job in terms of wave selection so far. Those are two pretty good lefts that he's got. And so at this point, he's looking pretty good in this heat. So pretty much all the kids have got a couple scores with, what do we have, about 10 minutes or so left?
Yep, about halfway through this heat. Seems like I think everyone's got a wave. Nick might not have pulled the trigger yet on a wave, but maybe playing the patient game and being a little selective. Everyone keeps commenting how cold it is. I can't help but notice that you're wearing board shorts, Duke.
That's called planning. Yeah, it's
Duke, you are from up north. You could have tougher skin than us guys down this way.
Yeah, there's something about, I think whenever we do trips down to Southern California, it's always an opportunity to leave the layers at home, whether it's effective or not. So yeah, my legs are a little bit cold, but
as we see Nick Shield stroking into his first wave.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, he's staying busy, but he's going to need more than that.
Yeah, that one didn't offer much for sure. He knows that. He's going to get back out there as soon as he can. Looks like there might be something coming in.
Yeah, a line coming in. And so at this point, it looks like Blue, Ingle King, and Ryan Maloney, to me, are probably leading this heat right now.
Yeah, Max has that one strong wave, but only that one.
Just the one. And there's Blue. He was kind of trying to paddle down the line like that thing was running away from him, but it seemed like he could have straightened out a little bit and got into that one.
Looks like Max is paddling. I don't think he's going to get it. Yeah, that one kind of wonked out.
So when you guys are building boards for kids in this age group, do you do anything different when you guys design high-performance surfboards for the kids versus a high-performance surfboard for, say yourself or AV?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're generally a lot lighter, a lot smaller, as we see Ryan Maloney grab another one. Little rebound. Going to get a reform, a little open face right here.
A couple turns on that one.
And he's got a little end section. So Ryan's kind of in sync right now. He's getting a couple good ones. He found a little sandbar. But, yeah, when we're making boards for little guys, a great tool, which a lot of people are using now, is the volume.
Yeah.
So, if you know the volume of, if you check the volume and you're in tune with that, you could make a board that floats them, and then you can work the dims around that. And that helps very, very, like a ton for light guys and then giant guys as well. So the volume tool has very, it's helped out quite a bit with designing boards. It takes a lot of guesswork out and a lot less R&D because, like I said, if you know the leaders that float you can make a board that's at least going to float. So it's a good place to start.
So when you guys are designing boards, he might be a little bit late on this one, and he is, Nick Shield. So Nick's having a little bit of a hard time getting into a rhythm. Ryan, on the other hand, is locked in at this point. He seems to be picking off all of the best waves. So I'm not sure how much time we have left in this heat, but
looks like another set too.
I think Nick needs to get himself out the back and just be patient and wait. There's at least 2 or 3 more waves coming in as we have Max Fleming taking off on a nice right-hander.
Yep.
Just dug his rail, caught that little bump right there. It's tough when the conditions are bumpy like this.
Oh, for sure. That cross chop's the one that gets you, the easiest when you're on a paddleboard for sure. So there's a lot of that out there.
Anybody going to go for this little insider? It looks like Nick might give it a go.
Looks like Nick is spinning around.
It's going to suck up a little bit.
Yeah, a little backside cutback. And Max on another one.
So that one doesn't look like it's going to offer up too much. He gets way back on the tail on that board. So when you guys are designing boards, you get on the computer and start your design, and how narrowed down do you get it? I mean, is it incredibly precise where you guys get it done and then you cut the blank and then you just kind of go touch it up a little bit and it's ready to go?
Yeah, for sure. You know, the CAD design has obviously helped progress shape design and all that through the last, years that everyone's starting to do it. There's guys that still do hand shapes, and occasionally we'll do, my dad does some hand shaping stuff and things like that. We're prototype things, and but for SCPs the machine helps a ton, just with the leaders and everything available. And even in short boards, guys are starting to pay attention to their leaders a lot more.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, sometimes people pay attention too much, so it could get frustrating if you're making a custom board for somebody, but at the end of the day it does help, so it's really cool. And like I said, when you're sizing the board up or sizing the board down, it helps a ton, take a lot of the guesswork out.
Yeah.
And then all the other things come into play, when you're scaling a board down or up, the dims change, the curves change, and so just getting all that in tune, the fin placement changes, so it's fun, man. As we see Nick again on another one, a little left, and then out the back we got Max Fleming again, kind of losing that one.
So,
and then
and here's Ryan making a turn, so he has definitely, whether it's been by luck or just wave knowledge, has, in my opinion, gotten the best waves of this heat so far, as he does a nice little floater and a little foam climb on the inside. I'd say Ryan Maloney, I don't know if he's running away with the heat, but he seems like he's running the heat at this point.
Yeah, fortunately we don't have the live scores at the moment. Maybe you guys do at home.
Blue Ingle King got off to a pretty fast start. Right when the heat started, he was pretty busy, and it looked like he was going to be the guy kind of controlling things, but Ryan Maloney just sort of bided his time and was patient.